And welcome to this week's video from the boat from Freya. We are currently opposite Oban in Carrera, and I just wanted to get down some sketches for some of the painting ideas I've had so far on this journey. In this episode we're setting off from Inverness, and we're going from Inverness just round the corner to Muirtown Marina and stopping there for the night. The next day we were setting off from Muirtown Marina and setting off through the Caledonian Canal, and the first thing we had was Muirtown Locks, through the canal onto our first lock, which is Loch Ness. So we came through and had a choppy journey all the way along the loch until we got to the bottom of locks at Fort Augustus, and we stayed there for another night. This is Inverness. Our first evening was lovely, but the weather forecast had predicted a stormy couple of weeks. The engine was running nicely after a couple of months standing still, so we enjoyed the sunshine and prepared for the next part of the adventure. We spent a night just inside the canal and then headed towards Loch Ness. The first sketch idea I've got is for Loch Ness. If you see here, this is what our journey down Loch Ness was like. As you can see, the wind was coming directly at us and the water was really choppy. There was no point in putting sails up today if we were going to get down to the other end of the loch in daylight. So there's all sorts of stories about Loch Ness and then the Loch Ness Monster and what it is, what it isn't, sightings and things like that. We didn't see Nessie this coming down, but that whole idea of what is the monster, no one's ever found it, scientific evidence of it, it's just been sightings. So I wanted to think of the monster as being like a proper monster that's actually playing games with us. So that's the sketch I'm going to do now. Hopefully I'll be able to do a painting of it when we get home. It was a fantastic journey as far as experience goes. The atmosphere on the loch was amazing, but it might have been nicer in the sun, but it was a heck of an experience. Right, on with the sketching. Okay, so what I was thinking is, say here's the water of Loch Ness. Similar idea to the one I did with the dolphins, and have the mountains in that lovely dark blue indigo colour at the back. And then Nessie down here, I'm thinking of sort of like an anglerfish type face with tentacles, but definitely like a grumpy monster. And I want him to have scales. Notice I've automatically said him. The Loch Ness Monster might be a she. I don't think it'll be like an octopus. I don't think he's going to have 8. Might have more, might have less, might have 6, I don't know. But in these tentacles up here, he's actually holding like a puppet, an underwater puppet. And then there's another one here with the Nessie head on. That sort of idea. Obviously I'd get the angles of the composition better. But that's the idea. That's what's in my head, is that the Loch Ness Monster is like a sea creature, or a loch monster, or a loch creature that isn't even recognisable, and it can hide under rocks, and it can pretend to be a rock as well, maybe, and that's why they can't find it. And he comes out with his little puppet show to keep us all confused. So there we go, that's my idea for the Loch Ness Monster. I'll work on it in my head, get all the details sorted, get the composition sorted in my head. Now I've got the idea down, at least I can take that home and paint it at home. As far as being able to paint on the boat, we are currently going through storms again. Oh, the storms, it's looking for 6 or 7 hour windows constantly, just saying, right, we can go now, we can go tomorrow, and then it changes. Now I can't go tomorrow because we've also got to fit it in with canal opening times and sea lock gates, and so we found ourselves in Carrera for another 2 days now, which is why I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a bit of sketching of ideas I've had on the journey so far. So the next thing I've got to do is just paint it. Once I got home, I got stuck into painting. Another reason for not painting on the boat was the deterioration of my eyes. My appointment will be soon. I got down the general shape, filled in the main colours, then worked back into it with different layers of acrylics and then the detail on top. And as if by magic, I've painted the Loch Ness Monster painting. So thanks very much for watching this week, and there should be some more saily bits coming up. It's been a fantastic journey so far. We're not going to make it to Whitehaven, unfortunately. Basically storms, weather, so we're going to stop off in Troon and hunker down there for a bit. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.